In the year 762, Caliph Al-Mansur looked upon the banks of Tigris river and declared, "Here we shall build the greatest city world has ever seen." He envisioned a city that would not only serve as a politic capital but also as the beating heart of Islamic civilization. The vision gave birth to Baghdad, a city that would become a beacon of light in the medieval world. Unlike ordinary cities, Baghdad was designed as a masterpiece known as the Round City. It was perfectly circular, a symbol of order and unity. Its walls were fortified, its gates pointed towards every corner of the empire, and its very heart stood the palace and the great mosque. Anyone who entered was immediately reminded that this was no ordinary place. This was the seat of Caliph, the successor of the Prophet ﷺ. The architecture of Baghdad was more than beauty, it was strategy. The design ensured defense against enemies, smooth flow of trade, and constant presence of authority. Every road led inward, every path pointed toward the Caliph's place. It was enough. The entire empire revolved around the single magnificent center. But Baghdad's true greatness did not lie only in the stone and walls. It lay in the pursuit of knowledge. The Abbasid Caliphs established Beit al-Hikmah, the house of wisdom. Here scholars gathered from all corners of the empire to translate Greek philosophy, Persian literature, and Indian mathematics into Arabic. They preserved the wisdom of past civilization and laid the foundation for new discoveries. From the rooftops of Baghdad, scholars observed the heavens, they charted the stars, calculated the movements of planets, and developed tools like astrolabe to aid navigation. What they discovered guided not just caravans across deserts but eventually ships across oceans, shaping the future of exploration. In Baghdad's hospital, medicine flourished. Doctors such as Al-Razi and Ibn Sina advanced treatments far beyond their time. Patients were treated regardless of wealth or status. Hospitals, hard wards, pharmacies, and training centers for future physicians. For the first time in the history, healthcare became a system, and it began here in the Abbasid capital. It was in Baghdad that numbers took their modern form. Scholars adopted and refined the number system from India, creating what we call Arabic numerals today. With these tools, Al-Khwarizmi pioneered algebra. His work influenced Europe for centuries, and his very name gave birth to the word algorithm. The mathematics behind today's computers owes a debt to Baghdad. Baghdad was also a city of wealth. Merchants arrived with caravans heavy with silk from China, spices from India, and gold from Africa. In its bustling bazaars, culture met, ideas were exchanged, and fortunes were made. To walk through Baghdad's market was experience the entire world in one place. But beyond science and trade, Baghdad was alive with art. Poets recited verses that stirred the soul, musicians filled the night with melodies, calligraphers turned the words of Allah into breathtaking art. It was a city where faith and creativity merged, productivity, beauty that still inspires today. The Abbasids also built a strong system of governance. Judges were appointed to administer justice in every province, ensuring that the law of Allah reached every corner of the empire. Baghdad became a symbol of order and justice, a city where people could seek fairness under Islamic law. For centuries, Baghdad stood at the very center of the known world. It was where merchants, scholars, and travelers from China, India, Africa, and Europe converged. It became not just the capital of the Abbasid Caliphate, but the intellectual, cultural, and economic hub of the entire globe. To live in Baghdad was to live in the heart of civilization itself. Yet, history teaches us that no empire lasts forever. While Baghdad basked in its golden age far away in the east, new powers were rising: the Mongols. Fierce, unstoppable, and merciless. Tough, Baghdad shone like a jewel. A storm was gathering, one that would one day bring this great city to ruin. Next part 2, the Mongol invasion begins. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get next episode notification. Thank you.